Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Borgonzo here. Another What's Next. We are going to cover a few stories on this video. And I like to categorize this as, I'm not going to say woke, because it's not, but it's about ignorance, uneducatedness. Let's take a look. Story number one. This comes out of Breitbart. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think I've done a Cortez story and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez story, only because I like to keep my brain cells. But I'm going to break my rule and do this one. Ocasio-Cortez, misogyny, racism behind Capitol riot. I fear being raped. White supremacy and patriarchy are very linked. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez told CNN's Dana Bash on Newsroom that she feared being raped during the January 6th Capitol riot. Quote, insurgency? Because white supremes and the patriarchy are very linked, and she believed that animated the rioters. Ocasio-Cortez had previously stated that she feared for her life during the Capitol riot. She was in the Rayburn House office building on the Capitol campus, separated from the main building by a road. So, she's here. The insurgency is here. There's a road in the middle. Nothing happened. But who am I to put out facts? Separated from the Capitol building by a road, Capitol Police instructed Ocasio-Cortez and her staff to remain in their offices during the incident. When asked about January 6th, Ocasio-Cortez says, I think one of the reasons why the impact was so doubled that day is because of the misogyny and the racism that is so deeply rooted and animated that attacked. That was the attack on the Capitol. She continued, white supremes and patriarchy are very linked in a lot of ways. There's a lot of sexualization of that violence. I didn't think that I was just going to be killed. I thought other things were going to happen as well. Bash said, so it sounds like what you're telling me is that you didn't only think that you were going to die, you thought you were going to be raped. Ocasio-Cortez said, yeah, I thought I was. Yikes. But I'm going to play an incredible interview that happened a while back with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez by one Allie Beth Stuckey. And I'll tell you right now, this is so intense. You may want to get your popcorn. Let's take a look.
Alexandria, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Do you have any experience that qualifies you for this job?
I was growing up during the Clinton era. And then basically when I was in middle school, 9/11 happened.
Do you have any knowledge whatsoever about how our political system works? Yikes. Does that make you a little bit nervous? Put socialism into your own words.
Unprecedented concentration of wealth at the very top, tippy top of the 1%.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised to hear you admit that. It sounds like what's going on in socialist Venezuela. What do you think about what's going on in Venezuela?
Just an increasing crisis of humanitarian condition. And to me, it would just be completely unacceptable if that happened on our shores.
Well, couldn't that happen here if we adopted socialism?
It's hard to say what direction that takes. I am not the expert on geopolitics.
Didn't you major in international relations in college?
Middle Eastern politics is not exactly what's at my kitchen table every night.
Venezuela is not in the Middle East.
I may not use the right words.
Oh my. My thoughts.
Hi.
The ongoing stupidity that is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez shows no bounds. That was an interview that was done when she first just prior. Actually, the actual interview was done by PBS, but Allie Beth Stuckey took it upon herself to actually make it a real interview. Turns out she knew nothing then, and once again, she knows nothing now. To quote the great philosopher Ron White, you can't fix stupid. Oh boy. Story number 2. This comes out of the New York Times. New York Times defends Obama bash because his friends are sophisticated. Sorry, did I say outkick? If I didn't, I apologize. Since Barack Obama can host a large, maskless birthday bash, you're probably wondering whether you can too. The answer is, however, emphatic no. You and your friends are just not as sophisticated as Obama and his friends are, at least not according to the New York Times. New York Times White House correspondent Annie Carney defended Obama Martha's Vineyard celebration by saying his guests were all smart and sophisticated. A sophisticated vaccinated crowd, Caleb Howe, that was whoever this guy is, twittered. Oh, that's why the rest of us aren't smart enough. Got it. A Times reporter, whose salary may come from China, defended Obama's privilege to Jim Acosta. As good as it gets. You can't find a more liberal elite segment than this. It's almost perfect. Candace Owens said on Sunday that she learned that at least 2 of the attendees of Obama's birthday party were not vaxxed. I'll take the over. Obama's friends can't spread the Delta variant anyway. They're just too advanced. What happened to all the concerns about vaccinated people passing the Delta to the unvaccinated? Glenn Greenwald. According to Obama, since he scaled back the event to just 200 people, those numbers are kind of exaggerated. Turns out to be more. There was no such concern. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Bradley Cooper, Steven Spielberg were among the elites and sophisticated in attendance. Why do we support and highlight these people? All of them. Media members, celebrities, politicians, they look down on you. Carney's view of sophisticated is shared all through this elite group. In their minds, it's not rules for thee, but not for me. That phrase is overused and inaccurate. Instead, elites feel that they are helping the rest of us, that we need rules to protect ourselves. By contrast, they don't need restrictions. Their sophisticated minds give them the deserved freedom to access their own risks. The thing is that when you are dealing with, again, nose in the air elitists, when you are dealing with those like Barack Obama, Queen Oprah, Beyonce, Jay-Z, who both visited Cuba, by the way, who think Cuba is the greatest land on the planet, even though they put their people in jail for political dissension and, of course, death. We are allowed to have our parties, said the elites. We are the sophisticated ones. We are the ones who know better. We will tell you when you can go to church, when you can reopen your business, when you can have a party. At that same weekend, you had Stergis going on. Yes, the motorcycling event that attracted almost 500,000 people this year, as they did last year. And of course, last year, 0.1%. I'm sorry, 0.01% got COVID at that event last year. But as CNN states it was a super spreader event. Fauci didn't like it last year. Fauci doesn't like it this year, but he had zero to say on the Obama bash. When you're so full of your own shit, you really don't have time to listen to anybody else. But that's just me. And I will end that. I was going to do a 3-parter, but I think the third part is will stand on its own. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.